Florida health experts are now raising concerns over the surge in COVID-19 cases due to the new Delta variant. The Sunshine State reporting over 16,000 new cases on Tuesday alone. That's the highest number of cases they've had there in Florida since January 15th. So something is definitely happening down there. Joining us now for more is Florida State Representative Daniel Perez. Mr. Perez, it's nice to have you on. I lived in Florida for about 5 years. They had a massive uptick in cases last year. They did in Texas, a lot of warm weather states, because people were going back inside to enjoy air conditioning. It looks like, there you go, you're back. I thought you went back inside as well. Baptist Hospital in Jacksonville, one of the biggest hospitals there, is reporting an all-time high number of cases at that facility. 97% of those cases are among people who are unvaccinated. What's the current situation in Florida right now?
We are seeing a recent uptick in cases, but what's being discussed in Florida right now more than anything is the local mask mandates that's happened in Broward on our school system, on specifically our K through 12 school system. That's what's being discussed right now, and I know we are adamantly opposed against any mandates for children in schools while they are trying to learn. But across the board, we've been very open and clear here in Florida that personal responsibility and parents' choice is a priority for us, and we will continue down that path moving forward.
We should say that death numbers remain incredibly low. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is one of a few governors who many think have November 2024 circled on the calendar. He says that lockdowns need to be rejected, school closures and mandates need to be rejected as well. Take a listen.
Floridians are free to choose, and all Americans should be free to choose how they govern their affairs, how they take care of themselves and our families, and they should not be consigned to live, regardless of which state in the union, consigned to live in a Faucian dystopia in which we're governed by the whims of bureaucratic authorities who care little for our freedom, little for our aspirations, and little for our happiness.
I'm wondering if you follow the science, kids 2 through 12 in particular, it's been proven that they are not vectors for spreading or getting the coronavirus. Should they be wearing masks in school this fall?
I want to add one point to that fact you just stated. Here in Florida, we actually did a study, because many times people give subjective opinions without facts. We did a study here in Florida on children in schools that used masks versus those that didn't. And there was no difference for those that were masked and those that were unmasked as children, as far as those that received COVID-19. And so what we're doing is the same way we allow parents to make the choice for their children, that they want their children to wear masks, we also have to respect the choice of those parents that do not want their children to wear masks. And so here in Florida, what we've seen is, as of late, as of yesterday, local government trying to implement mask mandates on children that are 2, 3, and 4 years old. And in Florida, we're just not going to stand by that. So I do support the governor's position. I do know all options are on the table, and everything is being considered to make sure that we trust parents and that we allow parents to make the decision on what is best for their children.
I should say, too, we're up here in the Northeast. School doesn't start here until after Labor Day. But down in Florida, school starts in a couple weeks. It starts in early August for a lot of kids down there. What is the governor going to do in response to the CDC advising students 2 years old and up to wear masks in schools? How's he going to respond to that?
The governor's going to stand by parents' choice. He's going to stand by trusting parents to do what's best for their children. And if that means that we have to consider all options and making sure that potentially a special session would take place, I don't want to speak on behalf of the governor, but I can tell you that all options are being considered by the House, by the Senate, and by the governor's office. So we will cross that bridge as we kind of see these local governments make their decision. But one thing is clear, and it's one thing I want to take from this interview, if you take nothing else, is we will always stand by the parents' ability to make the choice for their children and what they seem is best. And if they believe it is in the best interest of their child to wear a mask, then they can have their child wear a mask. We're not telling them not to. But at the same time, if a parent wants to make the decision for their child to not wear a mask at the age of 2, we should allow parents to make that choice.
Yeah, and the numbers, I mean, they speak for themselves. I think it's something like 80% of public school teachers nationwide, and I'm sure this holds true for Florida, teachers have been vaccinated. So why would they care if they've been fully vaccinated? Why would they care if a 3-year-old that they're teaching in preschool or something like that is wearing a mask? It's a question that I ask every single day, and I've got 2 young kids. Representative Danny Perez, thanks so much for coming on with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
All right, nice seeing you.